This program was made possible by USAID
and AGRA, supported by MOFA. Kuapa, good farming.
There are a lot of challenges in farming, be it in the field of policy, agronomic practices, improved and certified seed, input use, and agribusiness services.
Maize is ranked as the most important crop in Ghana. Every part of the maize plant has economic value. The grain, leaves, stalk, tassel, and cob can be used. Whereas the area under cultivation of maize has considerably increased, maize yields in Ghana are still low. This constitutes a threat to food security and requires the need to improve the performance of maize in Ghana. The main factors affecting maize production in Ghana include declining soil fertility and inappropriate tillage practices. Kuapa educates Simon Ofori, a smallholder farmer, on how to increase his maize productivity through correct land preparation methods. We are here in Akramang, a suburb of Nsawam in the eastern region of Ghana, where expert advice is needed. I'm here to see a farmer who called Kuapa a few weeks ago. Join Kuapa as we make his farm a better one. Simon Ofori is a 30-year-old farmer. He is motivated to go into farming because of availability of land and relatively profitable nature of the farming business. He grows maize, cassava, and sweet potatoes. He lives here with his wife and 4 children. Simon wants to turn his farm into a profitable one so that he can meet the needs of his household. How long have you been farming?
17 years.
17 years?
Yes.
No, tell me.
30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. Do you enjoy farming?
I enjoy it really. Very good.
Oh, I see. What are some of the major challenges you have on your farm?
Actually, I 1 acre instead of 20 bags. Instead of a blue 20 bags. If you are I do like 10 bags, I do 5 bags. You
you get very low yields. Yes. I see.
Okay.
When we look at the farm, then we'll see how to get you some expert advice to help you grow your farm.
Okay.
Okay. Where do we pass?
Let's pass here.
Okay, let's go. Simon owns 4 acres of land. He cultivates maize and he is cushioned by his sweet potato when his maize fails. Even though he grows Obatampa maize variety, he only harvests 4 to 10 bags per acre, which is far below potential yield of 18 bags. He grows same crop every year on the same piece of land. So Simon,
yeah, bro.
We will get you the experts to come and advise you on how to make this farm a better one.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, I'll be back with the experts.
All right, okay.
Problem identified: low yield. We are still in Akramang. helping Simon, who called our call center for help. He works so hard. However, his yield is low despite the use of an improved maize variety. What is he not doing right? We invited an agronomist from the District Department of Agriculture to inspect Simon's farm and to help identify the root cause of the low yield.
Oh, good.
Simon, how are you?
I'm good.
This is Simon, our farmer,
I see.
and this is his farm.
I see.
I mean, about 2 acres.
Okay.
This is where he will need you to give some expert advice. You can take
All
a
right.
look.
All right. I see. Simon, how many years have you been farming on this land?
10 years now. 10 years.
10 years
Yeah,
now.
10 years.
I see. And how do you prepare your land before you plant your crops?
I just weed and burn. Then I plant.
You weed and then
And I
burn.
burn, yeah.
I see.
Is that what you call the slash and burn?
Yes.
That's slashing and burning.
Yeah.
I see. So when you are planting, I could see that your farm is sloping this way. So how
Yeah.
do you plant?
You know, I just plant it like this.
Across the slope.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
What about erosion?
What about erosion? Do you have erosion problem here?
Yes, I have erosion that when the rainfall, it's wash.
It washes the
Yeah, washes away here.
the sand, the
Yeah.
topsoil
The
this
topsoil,
way.
yeah.
I see. Simon, your soil is sandy, and this means that it cannot hold water and also a lot of the nutrients that you need for your crops to grow well. So if you continue the burning, meaning majority of the nutrients in the soil
We bent out.
will be lost, will be leached. So Simon,
Yeah.
your maize, majority of them are yellowish in color.
Yeah.
Do you apply fertilizer?
No, I don't.
You don't at all.
I don't.
So over these years we have been farming here for 10 years, you don't apply fertilizer?
No.
So what do you advise?
After the inspection on the field, the farmer made us known that he has been using the soil for about 10 years. And that is not good enough. Because if you continue using a particular piece of land for long years, the nutrients get depleted. And that cannot support your crops to give you the needed yield that you want. So I will advise that the farmer has to practice crop rotation. And also we identify that during land preparation, he slash and then burn. And that one also, we don't encourage that. This is because when you slash and burn, a lot of the nutrient is being lost by flooding and also leaching. So what I will advise is the farmer has to practice zero tillage.
And what is zero tillage?
Zero tillage is the farmer has to slash, after slashing, then he leaves the weeds to sprout up to a certain level, then he spray and then plant through. And when you practice zero tillage, it conserves a lot of moisture in the soil. And the soil organisms can also work. The leaves on the land, they will decay it. Okay. And it adds organic matter into the soil.
Okay.
You see? And the yield of the farmer will also increase.
Yeah.
Because it enhances the texture and also structure of the soil.
Okay.
Is there any method apart from what you have said?
Yeah, you can also practice plowing, where you only plow the land once.
Does this mean that land preparation is very key when it comes to farming?
It is key. It is very important. When you do the land preparation very well, that you get a higher yield also.
Good. Thank you very much for the advice.
Thank you too.
Kuapa will see how best we can help this farmer in his land preparation.
With this disclosure from our experts, it is best for Kuapa to educate smallholder farmers on how to increase productivity through correct land preparation methods.
Note that Simon's overtime slash and burn techniques tend to damage his land. Extreme side effects of slash and burn. Soil becomes incapable of sustaining most vegetation due to lack of nutrients. Topsoil is further eroded. seeds and seedlings are unable to take root with a lack of topsoil. Achichogbe advises that farmer Simon planting improved certified seed will not give him expected yield unless he adopts good agricultural practices. He says farmers should practice zero tillage, plowing, and also farmers should practice crop rotation. The growing of different kinds of crops on a piece of land in a pre-planned succession is known as crop rotation. When the cereal crops like rice, wheat, and maize are grown in the soil, it uses up a lot of nitrogenous salts from the soil. If another crop of cereal is grown in the same soil, the soil becomes nitrogen deficient. So by rotating a leguminous crop such as beans, cowpeas, and groundnut, the plants have the ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen to form nitrogen compounds through the help of certain bacteria present in their roots. These nitrogen compounds go into the soil and make it more fertile.
Kuapa visited John Deere, a tractor service provider located in Simon's district, to educate him on primary land preparation methods.
Land preparation is key for the success of your crop. Proper land preparation is the beginning of the success of the crop, amidst all the other things. So in your area, when tractor comes to plow, how much do they pay?
120.
For an acre?
120.
120 cedis per acre.
Per acre.
With the knowledge that you now have, now when the land tractor rental guy comes, then you must ensure that he plows deep, because now you know what it means to plow deep.
Yeah.
Well, so Bernard, what actually goes into good land preparation?
Basically, depending on the nature of your land, if there are a few grasses and shrubs, you might want to use a slasher just to cut off the grass and shrubs to bring it to a certain
Like what we have here.
low level. Yes, you can decide if you have a slasher to slash. It cuts off the grass to a very low level.
Like mowing.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you come in with your plow. You plow. By plowing, you turn the soil upside down and, you loosen the soil. And in plowing, you also have to plow across the slope, not along, so that when it rains, it doesn't wash your nutrients or your soil along the slope.
If you want to plow, how will you plow it? Because you plow it like this.
Normally, when you are plowing, you just take a cursory look at the topography of your land. And then you look at where the slopes are. You will not want to plow along the slope, because when it rains and you apply your fertilizer, the rains will wash the fertilizer, and it will leach along your slopes. So you might want to plow across so that there's no leaching or there's no washing of your soil or nutrients away.
So if the land is this slopey,
Yeah.
you cannot plow like this.
Along,
You have to plow this
Across,
way,
yeah,
across the slopey direction.
Exactly.
Okay, so that the
Exactly.
water can be trapped in between the lines.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Tips when plowing. Ensure that the field to be plowed is free of plant material that could clog up the plow. It should be moved close to the ground and the cuttings allowed to dry, reducing their bulk. The aim of plowing is to scoop deeper than 5 centimeters and turn it over 180 degrees, burying any crop residue or weeds in the process. This results in loosened soil, which can be made into a seed bed. Don't plow on wet ground or allow your wheels to spin, as this will damage the soil structure.
To start with, we identified and selected a virgin land together with Simon. This will allow Simon plow and till his current land and leave it unseeded during the growing season. Our expert will take Simon and the tractor operator through simple preparation steps. How to determine the size of the area to be plowed. Plowing is one of the most important actions. This is turning the soil over so that the tough soil is made loose. This enables the seed sown to germinate freely. Next is harrowing. This is breaking up the top few inches of soil to allow better aeration. Harrowing is often carried out on fields to follow the rough finish left after plowing. Land preparation methods greatly influence growth and yield parameters of the plant and soil properties.
Thank you very much, Bernard. We've learned so much from this demonstration you just did. Simon.
Yeah.
Look at the structure one of your family.
One of your annual Mason good. If you'll be and do not cut the line by me, who cut up a line by my Kanechija, Motilla Crobber, Aylo, Arsado, Nechija Cocotella, Aniba Agoma. A man about you not Pumusa, Ponsa, watch it, eh, Boyoha, Plogger, Ayimba Goma. They're not going to neffet Laza Vina Quaka.
Thank you very much, Bernard.
You're most welcome. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Sure.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Simon.
Yeah.
For all these months that you have been with us, you've learnt a lot.
Yes.
And you have promised to put them into practice, especially by preparing your lands very well before planting.
Yes.
For your commitment, we have God's Way here from Avgri and John Deere with this wonderful package for you.
Thank you.
It's an opportunity meeting you, Simon.
Okay.
I'm presenting this to you on behalf of Avgri and John Deere.
All right.
We wish you put it to good use.
Thank you. Thank you.
These are new brands of knapsack we are promoting on the market.
Thank you.
We need you to try it and we'll welcome your feedback on it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much, God's Way, for making our farmer happy.
It's a pleasure. It's the reason why Avgri is here. We are here to make our farmers happy.
That's wonderful. Simon,
Hello.
Kuapa would like to hear from you from time to time.
Okay.
We will also be checking on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome, my brother.
All right. Bye-bye. Machine dear baby. Answer na udua babe yi anase opese udua ba no enye papa a udu ofu no ma wani gi a ne na afi se ne a usisi wasase se wan sisi asase ne yi a se na opese unu ba uwe no crops ne yi na onya ne sa.
Always remember that the success of your crops depends on a good land preparation. Practice what you see on Kuapa. See you same time next week. We might just be on your farm.
Let's check our Kuapa tidbit for the day. An understanding of good farming begins with understanding of the soil. Kuapa visited the Soil Research Institute in Kumasi to find information for other farmers like Simon on soil types across the country and crops likely to do well, particularly the food crops: maize, soybean, cowpea, rice, cassava, and yam. Dr. Kwabena Ebrefa-Nketia, a soil scientist, says selection of the right crop to cultivate in a particular area relates to soil types, weather, and staple food consumption within the locality. Thus, knowing what to grow that will give maximum yield will guarantee sustained growth for food production in Ghana.
These maps were purposely developed for us to have an idea how things look nationally. So now, at our own level, we are trying to scale this information very down because smallholder farmer doesn't really need this kind of information. They need very site-specific information, and that is where we are really targeting our efforts to get it for them. These are all the soil types you can find in the Eastern region. Okay. We try to also get you a generalized idea, range of crops that a particular soil within that area can support. For the food crops, we have maize, cassava, soybean, cocoyam, plantain, and banana. So now, out of these crops, it's giving you an idea that even if I have BDS Sutawa, then I have quite a lot of range of crops I can grow. Because the soil can support all these crops, then we try to also steer the vision of the farmer that even though you want maize, cassava, maybe cocoyam, plantain, then we decide maybe maize will be more, if you try to rank maize and cassava, then we say it is better to go to maize than going for cassava in this area. Then that will be quite the information we are adding on to the farmer. Everybody has the general idea that wherever in Ghana I put maybe maize, I should get something. But getting something, is it the quality you want? Is it the level of yield you want? That is where we come in to really advise them as to what to do.
Thank you very much for the helpful information that you have given us on Kuapa.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We are very hopeful that our farmers will make very good use of this information.
Yeah, that is what we are hoping for, because we really want to get this information to the farmers to make the best out of their farms.
(665186). You can visit our website www.kuapagana.com and like our page on Facebook, Kuapa Ghana.
This program was made possible by USAID
and AGRA, supported by MOFA.